Hi, this is Anora, and today we are diving into Dubai's master community that 90% of investors ignore, 8% misunderstand, and only the top 2 of quite smart money actually use it as a weapon. Now, listen carefully. This video is for the people who want to invest in Dubai but get confused because they think my first property must be in the city, either downtown or Business Bay. But the moment they hear the prices, they either freeze, lower their ambitions, or run off to the outskirts. But what if I tell you I can give you something 10 minutes from the center of Dubai with prices starting at 1.2 million dirham, 1.2, 1.3 million dirham in a district people overlook simply because it has no brand, no hype, no flex value, no PR story. But it does have infrastructure, connectivity, centrality, and a massive new Diva center which is coming that's going to bring jobs, people, demand, and the rental pressure. Yes, you have guessed it right. If you have guessed it, I'm talking about Al Jaddaf. Most people drive past it, see shipyards and cranes, and say, Bro, what is this place even? Perfect, because in this video, I'm going to break Al Jaddaf wide open. I'm going to talk about the history, lifestyle, connectivity, rents, sale, yield, transactions, upcoming project, every single thing. And by the end, you will know if Al Jaddaf is a trash for you or a silent gold mine. So without further ado, let's just start and let's talk about the location. Let's know where exactly does Al Jaddaf sit in the Dubai's hierarchy. Let's simplify Dubai's real estate real quick. I like to classify into tiers. You have the tier 1, blue chip, status trophy, liquidity. Let's say downtown, Marina, Palm, JLT, Dubai Hills, prime pockets, Arabian Ranches, Imar, Beachfront, Creek Harbour. This is your tier 1. Now, when I talk about tier 2, they are very strong in logic. For example, you have Business Bay, JVC, Arjan. They're mid-tier Dubai Hills, Dubai Silicon Oasis, Sports City, Motor City, parts of MBR. Then your tier 3. It's developing, value hunting, and still in that transition. Here comes Al Jaddaf, Dubai South, Production City, and other these kind of zone. And Al Jaddaf sits between tier 2 and tier 3. Better location than tier 3, weaker story and branding than tier 2. So no, global capital is not lining up here, but rational investors, they look deeper. Al Jaddaf is the rational value pocket if you know what you're playing for. Now, why do investors pick Al Jaddaf? First reason, location to price mispricing. Think about this. 5 to 12 minutes to healthcare city, downtown, Business Bay and the IFC. Then you have Metro, the Green Line. You have the creek side, you're close to Old Dubai and the New Dubai. But the prices often close to JVC or Arjan depending on the building. Your real edge is I'm getting near core Dubai access and not core Dubai prices. Now, if you're chasing prestige, Al Jaddaf loses. If you're chasing yield, centrality, it suddenly becomes interesting. Second reason, yield plus the liquidity combo. Higher yields, you have JVC, DIP, Dubai South, then high liquidity and prestige, that's downtown, Marina and Palm for you. Al Jaddaf sits in the middle. When I say middle, that means you have the central axis, easier to rent it, better yields than downtown. Plus, you also have lower tenant risk than fringe areas. It's not amazing, not trophy, it's just efficient. Third reason, the tenant logic. Well, it's not a yacht lifestyle tenant base. Here's who rents here. Healthcare workers, downtown Business Bay professionals who are working in these areas. Then you have the Bar Dubai and Dera workers. And also family wanting centrality without paying the downtown prices. These people say, I want convenience, not Instagram bragging rights. But if your tenant's target is Palm Jumeirah lifestyle, it's a wrong market. If your target is working professionals with stable demand, it's absolutely perfect. Now with this, there is also reasons why many investors avoid Al Jaddaf. Let's be brutally honest. There's no strong identity. Ask someone, describe Al Jaddaf. Most people say somewhere near Creek, maybe Healthcare City, somewhere near downtown. This is the biggest problem, weak emotional resonance. Number 2, it's surrounded by strong narratives. You're sandwiched between Creek Harbour, downtown, Business Bay, and all three have stronger stories. So people naturally prefer them. Third, patchy quality. Al Jaddaf today is uneven. Some great buildings, some average, some rough pockets, and construction is still going on right over there. So there's no rising tide effect like downtown. Fourth is appreciation story, not obvious. Dubai South, you have the airport plus logistics. Creek Harbor, you have Emaar City. Creek Harbor, you have the Emaar City. And downtown, you have the land scarcity plus the trophy assets. Now, Al Jaddaf, its story is as Dubai fills up, central pockets get repriced. It's logical, not explosive. Who should buy here in Al Jaddaf? Buy Al Jaddaf only if you want centrality but don't care about the flex. You want the rental yield? Plus easy rental. You want a low headache tenant base and you'll pick only good buildings. And you won't touch trash stocks because it's cheap. If not, then you have the JVC or Arjan, more yield. Then you have Business Bay, which is better for branding and better as a brand. Then you have Dubai Creek Harbor, which is a stronger long-term appreciation. Now, to clearly explain the location, Al Jaddaf sits between Dubai Creek Harbor and Business Bay Extension. You are about 12 minutes from Dubai Mall, 13 minutes from Trade Center, 14 minutes to Dubai Frame, and 15 minutes from DXP Airport. Al Jaddaf already has a metro, which is the Green Line. You have the Creek Metro, you have the Marine Transport, buses to Dera, then you have the Latifa Hospital coming up there. Also, the upcoming Blue Line metro station. Etihad Rail. So basically, your connectivity, you have commute friendly, city friendly, airport friendly. This is why professionals choose Al Jaddaf over pricier district. I mean, they pick something realistic, something which already has the connectivity and something which is, like I keep saying, it's at the central. If I talk about the overall community, Al Jaddaf is active. It's not something very dull. You have the Zabil Stadium there, Latifa Hospital, Healthcare City Phase 2, shipyards and dry docks. You have Mohammed bin Rashid Library. Then you have the art centers there, cultural villages, Jaddaf waterfront transformation. So basically, you have a lot to do even in Jaddaf. It's not a barrel land. It blends old Dubai identity and new Dubai convenience. And here you don't have villas or townhouses specifically. So forget the suburban life. What it does offer is you have studios, 1 beds, 2 beds, 3 beds, and you have kind of like a townhouse style, and you have the townhouse style units in some of the apartments. It is investor friendly because you have multiple price brackets there, diverse tenant profiles. So overall, you're not just sticking to one particular price bucket or one particular area as such. And to talk about what's the rental that's currently going in there, the studios are renting at almost 57,000 dirhams yearly. 1 bed about 77,000 dirhams and 2 bedroom around 200,000 minimum it's renting at. So if you talk about the demand sources, you have families, professionals, healthcare workers. So basically your turnover is fast and stable. So here you can find studios starting at almost 900,000 dirhams, 1 bedroom for almost 1.2 to 1.3, 2 bedrooms around 1.8 million. Now, if I talk about the market inside, Bengati over here dominates transactions because they have a lot of buildings by themselves in Jaddaf. Prices are rising every time Bengati themselves launch or any other developer comes into the picture in Jaddaf. And buyer confidence is solid. Everyone swears by Bengati as a developer, but it's not just Bengati that's there. You have other developers there which gives you very good payment plan and at a good rate. If I talk about the real returns, 1 bed, average you can look at 6 to 7%. 2 beds around 5 to 6%. Now, if I talk about rental return, you can expect a return from 6% all the way up to 8 to 9%. That is of the current market rates that I'm giving you the rental return. Now here, more than studios of 1 and 2 beds perform well because you have the strongest tenant demand. Quick turnover for renters, Al Jaddaf is perfect because your downtown and Business Bay prices are quite hiked up. Now, if you want the smartest investment, I would suggest to go for either 1 bed or a 2 bed. Why people would prefer Al Jaddaf is that it's hospitals that you have almost 3 to 4 schools, including the GEMS private schools, the Dubai English speaking schools. Then you have hospitals such as the Latifa Hospital. You have medical centers over there. There are 4 to 5 hospitals even present in Jaddaf. Families love this radius. And of course, if you talk about the malls, they are already present. You have the Festival City Mall, Wafi Mall, Dubai Mall. Basically, everything is accessible to you. It's not just commuting to Business Bay, it's also commuting to in and around. Talk about malls, you have Festival City Mall, Wafi Mall, Dubai Mall. Everything is in and around to your location. Then, of course, you have the creek waterfront, parks and jogging tracks, the library, art centers, Ras Al Khor Wildlife Sanctuary. You have the culture plus convenience in one district. Now, let's call it what it is. If you want villas, suburban, quiet life, trophy addresses, brands, Al Jadaf is not for you. But if you want central location, stable rental demand, logical long term growth, good ROI, proximity to downtown, and a sleeper value zone, Al Jadaf is a central sleeper hit. And with leasehold converting to freehold, the story is just beginning. Now, if you want a personalized breakdown about the projects and the comparison or real time availability in Al Jaddaf, then contact me on the number given below and I will help you avoid trash investments and pick the right ones as per your requirement. So, to know more, contact me on the number given below and I'll catch you back in the next video.